Hello everybody, Joe Bag of Donuts here, and welcome back for another episode of Umineko. Last time, we finally got around to Schrodinger's cat. It was gonna have to fucking rear its ugly head eventually, because for some reason the Japanese just fucking love Schrodinger's cat, and it appears in every single piece of media known to man that ever tries to be at least a little bit high-minded. So we got that out of the way. We also got our own Virgil to lead us through this inferno. Very cool. This one has sweet mommy milker energy, which is fucking a plus. And now the hunt is on to try to find all these bodies scattered around the house. Yeah, let's just hop right in there. I don't really have much preamble this time, like I do most episodes where I rant on for like 5 minutes. Pretty slow night. I woke up at like 10:30. At night last night, because it's now the next day, it's almost 5 in the morning. Awful. Felt awful. Not like sick awful, more like just, it was one of those sleeps where it's like you're less asleep and more like you're just unconscious for fucking 9 hours. So yeah, I've had like 3 pots of coffee already today. And as you can tell by my yawning, it hasn't really done much. Ugh. Probably go to Wawa after this and get like a pre-made breakfast sandwich because I feel like a piece of shit. I need something, you know, and then a little something. Maybe get some of the holiday blend coffee and actually put some sugar in it for once. Rot my teeth. But you know, I deserve it as a treat. So let's just hop right in here. Keep reading. After I finish yawning. Oh God, hopefully that's not going to be a theme for this episode. The adults' motivations aside, I need to click on my screen. At least for us kids, these were supposed to be a fun couple of days where we cousins deepened our friendship. However, when we woke up, there was an unbelievably cruel reality waiting for us. George, Aniki, and Jessica were crying over Shannon-chan and Ken and Kud's deaths. Oh yeah, that's right, they found Shannon fucking wiped the fuck out. Hello, new room? You got like your own little bar off to the side. Nice. Right now, everyone who was alive was gathered in the lobby on the first floor of the guest house. And there were 12 of us. Unbelievable, right? There were 18 people up until yesterday. And in one night, a third of that number had lost their lives. My agitation had finally settled down, and along with my lack of sleep from being woken up so early in the morning, I was beginning to feel like this was just a little unreal. I want to think of this as some kind of bad dream. My cheap escapism kept telling me that was true over and over. Maria had gone back to sleep in the sofa Auntie Rosa was sitting on. Rather than having nerves of steel, she probably genuinely hadn't had enough sleep. Oh hey! Rudolph gets the gun this time. Looks tiny in his hands. The adults were grasping members of Grandfather's collection of short-barreled rifles. Oh, there's multiple. Everyone gets a gun. Woohoo! Apparently, a remnant from the period where he was obsessed by westerns, there were 4 identical guns altogether. Those had been split up between the 4 siblings, Uncle Kraus, Auntie Ava, my dad, and Auntie Rosa. Paper boxes filled with bullets lay on the table, and the siblings were silently loading their guns. Yeah, guns aren't toys.
信じられないわ。あのお父様がこんな最後を迎えるなんて。
Yeah, spontaneously combusting? Pretty fucking metal.
金蔵さんに限って普通に床で亡くなるようなことはないだろうと思っていましたが、それにしても。
Yeah, just fucking choke on a ball of phlegm and fucking croak.
ねえ、あれは本当にお父様なのかしら。
Yeah, no way to identify the body, I know.
別人の死体でごまかした替え玉を疑ってるんだけど。いいね。あれは間違いなくお父様です。
How are you so sure? Does he have like fucking certain gold teeth or whatever? Oh, that's right. He had like 6 toes.
両
Yeah.
足の指が6本の人間は
I keep forgetting
そうはい
that
ま
that
せん。
Kinzo's a fucking freak
でも
in like more ways than one.
いないとも言えない。多種症は珍しくない病気だと聞いたわ。王子掛けの大好きな方なんでしょ。どこかで両足の指の数が自分と同じな遺体を手配したかもしれないわ。
Pretty gross to think about, but
バカバカしい。そんなこと何のためにするというのですか。
普通の人にならわしもそう言うわ。
yeah, rich
し
eccentrics.
かしあのお父さんや桐江さんの話も全くの口頭無形とは言い切れんのやないか。
焼死体は身元の確認が難しいという。
Yeah, and I doubt fucking Nanjo has like a dental
いろいろ
record on
調べる
file
方法
here.
はあるはずさ。警察が調べれば一発で身元なんかわかるに決まってる。問題は警察より先に電話技師が必要だという点だろうね。
And all the capable servants are
この
dead.
台風じゃ船は来られないでしょうね。なら明日になるのかしら。
おそらく明日の9時にもう一度船が来てくれるでしょう。そこで警察に連絡できると思います。
私たちも、そして犯人も、
Are trapped.
つまりは台風が通り過ぎるまでこの島に閉じ込められたってわけね。
Just from our parents' conversation, you could probably figure out the general gist, but let's explain the situation anyway. First, early that morning, in various places throughout the mansion, a total of 6 corpses of grandfather and the servants had been found one after another. So, how'd everyone die? Well, we know how they died, but how does it portray their deaths? Discovered as a burnt corpse from the incinerator in the underground boiler room. As there were no signs that he fought to get out of the incinerator, it seems reasonable that he was burned after he was murdered. Too bad this time. Game over right at the very start. Genji. A corpse discovered in the second floor VIP room. The murder weapon is assumed to be a gun or spear-shaped object. In appreciation for his many years of service, Genji shall be permitted to sleep in the VIP room. Beatrice's room, of course. Shannon, a corpse discovered in the parlor on the first floor. Murder weapon is assumed to have been a gun or spear-shaped object. For Shannon, the parlor, whose view of the rose garden was beautiful on sunnier days. Cannon, a corpse was discovered in the chapel. The murder weapon assumed to be a gun or spear-shaped object. Even the chapel for Cannon, even after death, keep on protecting the place important to the Lord. Lowercase Lord, so important to Kinzo. Goda. Corpse discovered in the third floor servants' quarters. The murder weapon is assumed to be a gun or spear-shaped object. He wanted to gain Kinzo's favor. The room next to the study is appropriate for him. Kumosawa. Corpse discovered in the second floor guest room. The murder weapon is assumed to be a gun or spear-shaped object. This seldom-used guest room on the second floor was her secret napping spot. First, grandfather had been fed to the flames in the boiler room and was completely burnt. The servants were found dead, each locked in one of the various rooms throughout the mansion onto which magic circles had been drawn. Ugh. The cause of death for the servants was uncertain, but according to Dr. Nanjo's diagnosis, there was a high likelihood that they had been stabbed by something like a spear, perhaps shot by a gun. That was why the adults had started arming themselves with the rifles. Well, I was about to say he could have just, like, stuck his fingers in there and tried to fish out a bullet, or, you know, depending on the hole, there'd likely be an exit wound, and, you know, if there wasn't one, the bullet would still be in there. But, you know, don't want to tamper it for the crime scene, you know, investigators. And what made the situation even more chaotic was that the telephone lines were out of order. It was unknown whether lightning had caused them to break down, or whether the culprit had destroyed them. In any case, contact with the outside was broken off and we couldn't contact the police. So until tomorrow morning, when the typhoon would pass and the boat would come, we would have to protect ourselves. After all, Brokenjima was now isolated by the typhoon. And just like how we were stuck on the island, so was the culprit. It seemed that the adults had stayed up the whole night, spending the whole time holding the family conference in the mansion's dining hall. And even so, this crime had occurred in the mansion. Oh god, I keep yawning. Right now, right when the adults had been getting worked into a frenzy over money, the murderer had been killing under the same roof. Nazi said that they were strict on locking the doors and windows at night, and yet, some suspicious person had entered the mansion. The adults had decided that the inside of the mansion was too large to be safe, so they had pulled out the guns and moved to the guest house, where we had been. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Which brings us to the present. George Aniki and the others begged to see Shannon Chan's body, but the adults refused point blank, saying that we must not until the police arrive. That wasn't just because they had sealed the rooms to preserve the scene. After all, the culprit who had killed 6 people had wandered about that mansion. To the Ushirmiya family right now, the mansion which should have been their home was like a danger zone that an unknown murderer had entered. Makes sense. I mean, the mansion is vast. There are plenty of blind spots and dark places, and it's just too vast to guarantee absolute safety with this number of people. In contrast, the guest house is a much smaller building than the mansion. 2 stories tall. Number of rooms, about 10? Apparently, it had originally been constructed to serve as a boarding house for when the island was to be turned into a resort. So it's easy to grasp the entire structure, and easy to guarantee safety. That makes it a good place to hole up in. And there's an extremely high likelihood that this mass murder of 6 people is a game, because the culprit had proclaimed that in a letter. I heard that a Western-style envelope with the family crest, just like the one Maria claimed to have received from Beatrice yesterday, had been found in the boiler room where grandfather's corpse had been discovered. This is what that letter said. So that there will be no misunderstandings, the game I seek is whether or not you can solve the riddle the epitaph, not whether or not you can catch me. If you do not solve the riddle the epitaph, the pitiful sacrifices will further increase in number. It would be more wise to spend your time solving the epitaph than searching for me. If no one can solve the riddle the epitaph, no one will survive. If a person appears with skill enough to solve the riddle of the epitaph, I will give them all the gold of the Golden Land, the Ushirmiya family headship, and all of my power. I was the one who succeeded the Ushirmiya family headship from Kinzo-sama, and I look forward to seeing who will receive the headship from me. Beatrice the Golden. Riddle the epitaph was that thing. That strange epitaph, written in the same place as the portrait of the witch, displayed in the hall of the mansion. Grandfather was the one who ordered that it be written, and the person who solved it would, supposedly, be given the family headship, or the hidden gold, or something like that. Ever since it was first displayed there several years ago, all the relatives, despite making fun of it in open, had been secretly challenging that riddle in private. I feel like that's a typo. Like, there should only be one bin there. Either had secretly been, or had been secretly. Someone got a little fucking type happy on the keyboard. However, up until today, no one had solved it. We had once again been told to solve that unintelligible riddle, and this time, we had been threatened that if we didn't solve it, we would all be killed. I appreciate the more direct approach, with telling them, hey, solve the epitaph. Both the past times, we've gotten fucking sidetracked on, like, doing a little side quest, and then the moon crashed, and, oh, fucking everyone died. If this wasn't a game, what would you call it? The bold opinion that we should search the premise for the culprit did come up once. However, there was a good chance that they were armed, and there wasn't necessarily only one of them. And, while they might have been able to kill more than 6 people, they had stopped at 6. In the end, the opinion was that we should avoid carelessly antagonizing the culprit, and hole up in a safe place while we waited for the police to arrive, one out. After the adults had carefully checked that the doors and windows in the guest house were locked, they set up camp in the lobby. And as they fingered their guns to distract themselves from the tension, their expressions showed that they were already fatigued from this long day, which had still barely begun. There was nothing that I could do. Now, all I could do was be taught how to use a gun to prepare for the off chance that something would happen, which led to an excess of guns. That's the way. Just obediently stay there, me and the rest of you.
また最初は6人か。
It's gonna be 6 pretty much every time, because that's what the epitaph says.
しかも今回はじい様と使用人が全部まとめてときたもんだ。
おそらくあの子は前回のゲームでのあなたの指し手を慎重に研究したのでしょう。そしてあなたが最初に疑うと高い確率で推定される駒を最優先で奪ったに違いありませんよ。
筋だな。前回も前々回も屋敷に精通しマスターキーを持ち歩く使用人たち全員は常に最高順位で疑わしい人物
And
だ
there's
った。
basically a head count for everyone, because either they were all at the fucking conference or sleep over in the guest house.
前回のゲームの例えばジェシカの密室がいい例だ。使用人が犯人であることを認めさえすればあんなのは密室でも何でもない。
故にあの子はそこを真っ先に切りに来た。あなたがやがて逃げ込むであろう退路を
Take the
真っ
master
先
keys out of
に
play.
塞ぎに来たのでしょう。
ベアとはすでに赤でこの島には19人以上いないと宣言している。それはつまり諦めろってことだ。もう俺は18人の誰かを疑わざるを得ない。
あの子はその18人の駒を全て奪い切った上で存在しないはずの19人目として降臨し、あなたに自らが魔女であることを認めさせる手で来るでしょう。魔法を見せつけることで
So how do we circumvent
強引
this
に
strategy,
屈服させる。恫喝的手法がもはや通じない以上、あの子にさせるのは成功法だけなのですから。
上等だ。もうハッタリは通用しねえぜ。
気をつけて。まやかしは魔女の最も得意とするところ。あの子が何を言おうと
Sneaky like that.
何を見せようと、あなたが信じる真実を決して脅かすことなどできないのです。それを忘れないで。
お、そう何度も同じ手が通用してたまるかってんだ。出てこいよベアトリーチェ。おっ始めようぜ。
Alright, you seem pretty motivated.
すでに勝負のテーブルに着席しておるわ。
Virgilia rubbing off on you?
わらわの手番もすでに終了しておる。
マダムを敵に回すことになるとは厄介ですね、お嬢さ
Well,
ん。
helped even the playing field a little bit.
手の内をだいぶ読まれますよ。
There's supposed to be another person in our corner who has yet to reveal themselves.
構わん。
Unless they're working behind the scenes.
お師匠様の指し手などすでに時代遅れの古典よ。恐る
Well,
る
they
に
become
足りぬ。
classics for a reason.
あなたが私の教えた古典以上の何をさせるのか期待していますよ、ベアトリーチェ。
いいのか、バトラー。魔女を否定するそなたが魔女を軍師につけても。
くだらねえ挑発は無用だ。
Yeah, yeah, we're beyond all
こいつ
that.
は俺の相談役。いや、セコンドだ。ガチンコで殴り合うの
Yeah,
は
we don't view
俺
her
と
as
お前
a
だって
witch.
ことには何の変化もない。
分かっておる。
Titles are fucking such cheap
よ
things.
ちよちのお前
You
に
can just swap them out for whatever you
自
need.
転車にも補助輪が必要だろう。好きにするがよ。
People can wear
さ
many
あ
hats.
始めろ。お前の手番だ。
事件現場の再構築から始める。アルギリア、早速頼む。
最初の遺体発見はシャノンから屋敷内の1階客間より発見されました。扉と窓は施錠され密室を構成していました。
Uh huh. Locked room,
ベア
as
トに
always,
説明
bog
よ。
standard.
密室の定義を再確認。
密室の定義は内外の出入りが一切隔絶された室内を指す。当然内外からの一切の侵入、脱出はおろか 干渉もできない。それは包括的に隠し扉の否定、外部干渉の余地一切の否定を含む。以後この定義をベアトリーチェの密室定義と呼称する。
細部確認。外部干渉の余地の定義とは？
外部から
Is that something like you
ツリー
can't
トやら
like
長くて
fish the
細い
key out
棒や
from
ら
under
な
the
どを
door or
使って
whatever?
直接的に干渉するあらゆる余地だ。
Yeah.
つまり扉や窓には
Can't
そのよう
like
な小細工を
stick a metal
混
wire
ぜ
through
る
the
隙間
crack
すらもな
in
い
the
と
door in
判
order
断
to
す
flip
る。
the lock.
どうかな。仮に隙間がなくてもリモコンなどの電波は干渉できるはずだぜ。
よかろう。
Yeah, okay. If you had like an electronic smart lock, but again, this is the 80s.
電波などそれに類する遠隔操作技術も干渉不可能であると定義に追加する。
客間には内線電話もあるぜ。それと連動した仕掛けは遠隔操作にはならねえのか？
I don't think so.
電話はすでに使用不能だろうが。
Yeah, but for the time of that the murder took place, you know, they could have been taken out of order afterwards.
ああ、もう面倒だ。それも含めようぞ。直接間接のあらゆる方法で室外よりの密室内への干渉は不可能だ。
声やノックは密室に入らずに外部から干渉できるはずだぜ。
Yeah, you can talk through a door.
密
It's
室で
not
あっても
soundproof.
声をかけることやノックは不可能ではなかろう。意思疎通の可否は密室の定義に反しない。
つまり外部との伝達方法までは途絶していると定義できないんだな。
そうなります。
Well, yeah, would it really be a room? And in that case, it would just be in like an isolated cube.
了解したぜ。シャノンちゃんの客間はそのベアトリーチェの密室定義を満たすってんだな。
その通りだ。
密室定義了解した。ワルキリア続けてくれ。
はい。シャノンの遺体はマスターキー1本を所持。
Okay, at least one of the keys.
発見した親族がこれを回収。
ベアトに負傷要求。今回のマスターキーの本数は？
前回と同
What was that, 5?
じ。各使用
Or is it
人が
six?
1本ずつ
That
で
was five.
5本だ。
ってことは密室にはまだならねえってわけさ。マスターキーはまだ4本余ってる。シャノンちゃんを殺害後4本の鍵のいずれかで施錠するだけの話だ。
その通りでございます。そして見つかったのはマスターキーだけではありませ
Do
ん。
they have all other 4?
はい。遺体のすぐ傍らに紋章入りの養鶏封筒が。中に手紙はなく2階客室の鍵が入っていました。
2階客室の鍵。それは2階客室の扉をマスターキー以外に唯一開けることができる鍵だという。
I'm sorry, Pal, I didn't
問
mean to cut
題
you
ない
off.
ぞ。そしてマスターキー
Okay, so there's an order to the
その
way the
一本
bodies
し
were
かない。
found.
つまりある特定の部屋を開けるには
They get the master key,
Master
but they
key
probably would
will
take the
require-
key to the guest room and then go there next. Another fucking key like that. Bop, 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 bop. You know, just follow the dots.
その1本し
Or
かないという
breadcrumbs,
わ
more
け
in
で
this
す。
case.
これはつまり次は2階客室へ行けというメッセージなのか？
But you also have a master key. You could go anywhere.
となると大人たちは2階客室へ移動したな。
Probably.
はい。2階客室の扉もまた施錠され魔法陣が描かれていました。親族はシャノンの遺体脇より入手したその鍵によって開錠。
Okay.
室内にて熊沢の遺体を発見。室内は密室。定義はベアトリーチェの密室定
Okay,
義
so
に準。
same as the last one.
熊沢はマスターキー1本を所持。これを親族が回収。そしてシャノン同様に遺体の傍らに養鶏封筒を発見。中には3階控室の鍵
Third
が。
floor servant quarters. Okay.
親族は3階控室へ移動。
Next one would probably be the chapel after that, and then the key to the boiler room.
そして3階控え室の扉にも
Yeah, we're
魔法
fucking
で
speedrunning this.
さらに施錠されていて、
はい。室内にてゴーダの遺体を発見。室内は密室。ベアトリーチェの密室定義に準拠。ゴーダはマスターキー1本を所持。これを親族が回収。そしてこれまで同様に紋章入りの養鶏封筒を発見。
Chapel or boiler
中よ
room?
り2階貴
Second
賓
floor
室
VIP.
の鍵
I
が。
forgot about fucking Beatrice's room.
親族は2階貴賓室へ移動。
なんなんだこいつは。てめえ、何を企んでやがる。
そう睨むほどのものでもあるまい。密室ではあるが、それを開けるマスターキーはまだ何本もあるではないか。
Mm-hmm.
律儀にマスターキー以外の固有の鍵も申請している。
気に入らねえ展開だぜ。だが展開は読めてきた。この調子で6人続いてくってわけか。
はい、その通りです。2階貴賓室にて源氏の遺体を発見。マスターキー1本を回収。地下ボイラー室の鍵を発見。
Okay.
地下ボイラー室へ
Boiler
移動。
room, fish Kinzo out.
地下ボイラー室にて金蔵の遺体を発見。
Fucking stinking up the place.
礼拝堂の鍵を発見。礼拝堂に
Okay, I was about to say, like, how could there be 5 master keys and 6 bodies, but the chapel has its own specific key.
礼拝堂にてカノンの遺体を発見。マスターキー1本を回収。1階客間の鍵を発見。以上で6名の遺体発見の
And now we got a
再構築を終
whole
了しま
loop
す。
going.
補足です。金蔵の遺体の傍らで発見された養鶏封筒には礼拝堂の鍵と一緒に手紙が同封されておりま
Well,
し
that
た。
one wouldn't have an extra key in it. It was just
手紙の内容はすでにご確認の通り。
okay. That was the like the game is a foot
自
letter.
分の謎を解くよう
Okay.
改めて催促する内容です。
ってことはなんだよこれ。最後のカノン君のところに一番最初のシャノンちゃんの客間の鍵があったってことは。
So basically, they could start with any body being found, and then loop around to get the rest of them.
密室が6つ。数珠つなぎになってるってことなのか。
Yep, it's all a chain.
その通り。6つの密室が数珠つなぎになっており、それぞれを解錠する鍵はそれぞれ隣り合う密室によって閉じ込められている。つまり6つの密室が1つの巨大密室を形成し、その中に全てのマスターキーと固有鍵全てを閉じ込めてしまっているのだ。ちなみに6つの部屋の扉や窓はいずれ
Yep,
も
no,
普通
no secret doors.
オートロックのような
Well,
鍵を
I
使用
shouldn't
せ
say
ず
that.
施錠できるような仕
No,
掛け
no,
は
like
存在しない
unusual doors to the rooms proper.
どうだよ、綺麗なもんだろ。
Yeah, it's a bit of a pickle.
ですからお嬢様、そのあたりに品がございます。
Yeah, you really gotta work on your habits. When Renovae rebuked her, Bito stuck her tongue out at him shamelessly.
悪い悪い。
I'd be careful, otherwise someone's just gonna fucking grab onto it and do that or fucking smack your jaw. So you bite your
ついバ
tongue.
トラと遊んでると上機嫌になってしまうのでな。それでバトラー、お前の指し手はどうなんだよ。特に思いつかないんならわらわがヤギたちに遺体を運ばせて
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
魔法にて全ての扉を封じるところを特別
And how they
に
went
見せ
in
て
and
やっ
locked
て
the
も
doors
い
from the
いんだ
inside, and then
ぜ
the。goats just disappeared. Ooh, because the magic.
好きにしろ。お前の主張する魔法説として拝聴しとく。だが
Yes, give us your side
俺
of
は
the
お前の
story.
主張とは全く異なる人間説をお前の主張に一切干渉されることなく主張することができる。それはつまりお前のざれ言に耳を貸す必要は何もないってこと。好きに魔法の杖でも振るって七色の魔法で扉を閉めるところでも実演してろってんだ。隣でそのうち ガマの油と万能包丁の実演も始まるぜバルギリア、事件現場を再構築、あらを探すぜ。全員は間違いなく死亡してるのか。誰かが死んだふりしてんならこんなの3つでもなんでもね。
I'm pretty sure they were all just dead.
南條は全員の死亡を確認。ただし誤審率の否定は悪魔の証明により不可能。
You could have been like, oh, I just checked the pulse on the wrist. When you can do a thing where like if you pinch the like the artery, like on the underside of your arm, like in your armpit. Like I think you can do it with like a ball. Like if you take like a, I think like about a tennis-sized ball will work, but it needs to be like solid, so that way like when you just really squeeze on it, it doesn't just compress. It like pushes in and pinches the vein. You can like stop your pulse in that arm for a little bit. Neat little party trick.
来たな。悪魔の証明か。
You can probably do the same thing on the leg, but it's a lot harder because it's, you know, the artery's like on the inside of like your groin. And the way they teach us to do that in the military, if you're trying to do like really like emergency first aid and someone's like torn like their femoral or whatever the artery's called in your leg, you just like kneel on it. Like you turn them on their side and just dig your knee into their crotch and just fucking put all your weight on it. It hurts like a bitch, but that's how you know you're doing it right.
だがそいつをぶった切る剣は存在する。
なんだよあいつら。わらわをのけ者にして。わらわが
You feeling a little
対
jealous?
戦者であるぞ。
Yeah, they're having a little powwow. Leave them alone.
構えたように。
本来チェスを対戦するのにあたり相手とのコミュニケーションは不
Yeah,
要
you
です
just need to silently move your
お
pieces.
嬢様は指し手以外のコミュニケーションによって煙に巻いていったそれに惑わされないということはつまりこういうことなのでしょう
なぜだか納得がいかぬ。
Yeah, he doesn't appreciate your
お
signposting.
嬢様はチェスを挑んでいるはずではないのですか
でもそうだが。
Beatrice puffed out her cheeks as though saying, I don't know why, but I don't like it.
警察未介入の現場につき人間側からの検証は限界があります。厳密な死亡確認のため復唱要求することを推奨します。
よっしゃここで叩くぜ。復唱要求だ。
Confirm first, Beatrice. Say in red that they're
被
all
害者
actually
6
dead.
人は全員死亡している。
お嬢様復唱要求が出ておりますよ
Yeah, she's busy sulking.
おい
She's feeling
ぼ
left
ん
out.
やりするな。復唱拒否か。ここからが戦闘開始だ。
おったとったすまぬすまぬ
Yeah, quit catching like fucking space waves or whatever.
金蔵源氏シャノンカノンゴーダ熊沢の6人は死亡している。
Alright.
何をぼんやりしてるんだか。よしまずは一つ引き出したぞ。死んだふりって王道はまず否定されたな。
Yeah. No fake victims.
もはや手加減などせぬぞ。好きなだけ来るがよ。次々斜め切り
Who
に
will
してく
show up
れ
in the
るわ。
11th hour and be like, ah, it was me all along.
続けて復唱要求。6つの部屋には誰も隠れていない。
Yep, the killer is not hidden in a
俺
fucking
たちが
broom
認識し
closet
ていない人物の存在を
or
否定し
in
て
the
みせろ。
cupboard.
坊主6つの部屋には誰も隠れていない。
よしこれで6人だけの缶詰は確定だな。そして死んだふりもない。
どうするどうする。
Oh, now we gotta think.
人間にはもはやどうしようもないであろうがおとなしくわらわが素敵な魔法で鍵を自由自在にするところをひざまずいて拝見しろよ。
寝言言ってろ。さらに復唱要
Oh,
求だ。
hush.
6人の死亡は即死である。
As in, like, there was no... They didn't struggle?
即死ほ
Yeah, what do you mean?
うどういう意味だ。
Like, they got stabbed and then they wandered into the room themselves and locked themselves in and then died?
犠牲者の一人が 瀕死の状態で部屋を逃げ延び、
barricade themselves in it.
内側から施錠して密室を作った後、
密室殺人の
Strong
拠点です
theory.
か。致命傷を与えしばらく後に死ぬことを確実とした場合、犠牲者が殺人者から逃れるために部屋にこもり施錠後に死亡したなら、予期せずして密室が構成されることはあり得ます。
その可能性を否定するには、赤き真実にて6人は即死であったことを宣言する必要がありますよ。よかろうよかろう、赤き宝刀にて切り伏せよう。6人は即死であった。
Alright.
即死とはつまり攻撃を受けて即座に行動不能になったという意味だ。まあ完全な意味での死亡には数秒、もしくは
Yeah,
数
that
分
that
をかけ
leaves a
た
little wiggle room. I don't like that definition.
だがいずれにせよ、自らの意志で何かの行動を取ることは完全に不可能であった。
So more incapacitated instead of instant
その意味に
death.
おいて即死と断言できる。
ここまでは古典の確認だ。お前との密室対決はここからだぜ。犯人は内側にいないなら外にいる。そして、外からどうにかして彼らを殺したんだ。
But how, Battler? How would they do it?
何を血迷うか。密室イコール外部からの殺害は不可能であろうが。
Does it?
故に魔法殺人しかありえない。
いいや違うね。殺人は現に起こった。イコール密室ではないが正しいのさ。お前がどう煙に巻こうと、これは断じて密室じゃない。
Yeah, because the murder had to go somewhere.
密室に見えるだけのまがいものだ。
しかしバトラ様、室内には犠牲者しかおらず、それ以外の人物は室内には存在しておりません。そしてお嬢様の密室定義により、
No interference from the
外部
outside.
からの遠隔殺人も
Yeah.
明確に否定されておりますよ。
まあちな、遠隔殺人の定義は広大だぜ。
Yeah,
何も
there's a
部
lot.
屋の外から釣り糸を引っ張って室内の犠牲者を絞め殺したとか、そんなのばかりじゃねえ。例えばトラップだって立派な遠隔殺人だ。
Big old knife on a stick and it just springs down and what?
トラップ？ほう、それは何か。
It's a tag on
彼らにあらかじめ決められた
various
部屋に入り
websites.
内側から施錠して自ら密室を作り出すように指示を出す。そして室内には彼らがそれとは知らないトラップが仕掛けられており、それによって彼らは殺された。どうだ、これなら矛盾は生じない。
Yeah. But then we need
問題ありません。
the back and forth and where is the trap? Where's the evidence that it existed?
当方も問題ありませんよ。お嬢様の密室定義にも抵触しません。
なんだその間抜けな推理は。いずれの室内にも不審なものは発見されなかったぞ。そのトラップはどのような形状なのか、どこに隠してあってどう作動したというのか、それを6人分、客間、
I mean,
客室、
do we need
機械
to
室、
fully explain
貴
it?
賓室、ボイラー
All we
室、
need to
礼
do
拝
is
堂の
like
6つで説明してみせ
bring
よ
up the fact that it's a possibility, and in the interim, the murderer or an accomplice somehow went in, removed it, and then fucking scampered off somewhere.
どうだ、できまい。
反論拒否。それを説明する必要はねえ。にもかかわらず
Yeah.
俺の
Oh, sorry, Battler.
なんだと。ベアトリーチェ、悪魔の証明ですよ。そのトラップの形状を説明できないことがすなわち
Doesn't mean.
トラップ否定の理由にはなり得ない。
うまい。強引ながら見事な一手です。
こい かり手慣れ
Well,
よって
yeah, this is the fucking third time.
チェック。
No, third time's the charm and all
発
that.
見できていない殺人トラップ X によりこの密室殺人は成立可能だ。
赤き真実にてそのチェックを切る。
There is no trap.
6人はトラップで殺されてはいない。
トラップの定義は
Oh,
あれだ。
what?
犠牲者が勝手に引っかかって発動するやつとかだ。それだけじゃない。リモコンで発動するとかタイマーで発動するとか、そういうのもろもろ全部含めたやつだ。
Okay.
仕掛け人が直接関与することなしに殺人を遂行できる全ての仕掛けという定義でよろしいかと思います。
That's a little more well-rounded of a definition.
どうだ、切り返したぞ。人間にこの密室が破れてたまるか。
Why are you so off balance?
お前も
This is some just light dance back and forth, Beatrice. God.
どういう意味だ。
お前は自分の存在を俺に認めさせようと必死に戦ってる。今まで俺は
Yeah, any pushback, you know, it gets you sweating a
だ
bit.
けだと思ってた。しかし実際は違った。お前もまた俺の切り返しに必死に抗い自分の存在を示そうと戦っている。
Yeah, Battler's just been getting lost in the sauce and fucking completely disoriented and couldn't even pick up on that fact.
今ようやく実感してるぜ。
This isn't torture inflicted on me about whether I'll submit or not.
俺とお前の対等な戦いなんだ。さて面白くなってきたぜ。6人は密室で死に部外者は中に誰もいない。そして外部からはちょっかいは一切出せずトラップこれまでの俺だったらこれはもう魔法の仕業しかありえねえだろうと思うだろうよ。
Just some other way you can't think of.
このタイミングでお前におかしな魔法を実演されたら
That I can't think of
そ
on
り
the
ゃ
fly.
屈服もしてただろうさ。
Because I'm multitasking, reading and comprehending and thinking
これがお前の得意戦術だ。俺の指し手をすべて
and
迎
speaking
撃し
and trying to provide commentary.
俺が万策尽きたと膝をつく。心の防御力が弱るその瞬間にこれ見よがしにおかしな魔法を見せつけて一気に勝負を持っていく。
Mm-hmm. She fucking wows you with a sleight of hand and some snake oil and smoke and mirrors.
昔から短気な性分で勝ちの目が見えると焦る悪い癖は相変わらずです。
Now, what is it? Like when a magician tells you to watch one hand, the thing you should do is look at the other?
お嬢様はお預けができない性分ですから。
うるさいうるさいぞ。バトラの手番であるぞ。そなたが進めたトラップの駒はわらわが赤にて切り捨てた。次は何を繰り出すのか存分に来るがよ。
おっトラップまで潰され一見こいつは完全な密室犯罪に見える。
Uh-huh.
だからこそここでチェス盤をひっくり返すぜ。
来た。そなたの得意技よ。何をどうひっくり返せるという
Yeah,
の
where are you going with this, bud?
見せてみろ。
ああ見せてやる。いかにして密室の中の6人を外から殺すかを考
It's about how
え
to
るんじ
get
ゃな
out.
い。ああダメだダメだ全然ダメだ。そうさどうやって外から殺すかじゃない。どうやって中で死んで密室にするかなんだ。
Work backwards.
これが答えなのさ。犠牲者6人の中に犯人が含まれていたと考えればこの密室は極めて容易に説明できる。
Well, yeah, that they killed everyone else, then fucking locked themselves in a room and off
バ
themselves.
カな。その6人は死んだとはっきりわらわは赤で言ったはず。
死んだのは6人犠牲者は殺された5人もう1人は自殺だったと仮定すればこの密室は打ち破れる。
確かに犯人が最後の密室
Well,
に
if you blame a
自ら
dead
入って
person, you don't
接触し
you don't gotta blame any of the other people alive.
自らの命を絶てば
Big ol'
こ
murder
の
suicide.
密室は成立します。
犯人の自殺、普通では考えられない一手ですが
考えられないから存在しないは存在しない。そしてその動機を立証する義務は彼にない。魔女とのチェスでしか使えない実に力強い一手。
まあ動機がないとは言い切れませんね。
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking moving parts to this thing behind the scenes.
金蔵は余命があとわずかと宣告されています。残りわずかの生を惜しまず自らの死をメッセージとしたという動機づけも不可能ではないかもしれません。
Yeah, you could probably spin that for everyone though if you play the what if game.
こちらの手番ですよ。
死者の尊厳を踏みにじってまで犯人を生み出してくるとはな。こいつ血も涙もない男よ。
死者を犯人に仕立て上げる。
Yep. Yeah, it's a little I don't want to say cold-hearted, but you know, it's a calculated move.
この非道なる一手は前回のゲームでお前がカノン君を陥れた一手だ。この手でお前に一矢報いることが。ゲームは異なるがあの時のカノン君への手向けだ。
Yeah, rematch.
今俺はあの時のカノン君の無念を晴らした。
ここで手を休める義理はありませんよ。全員の死因が自殺でないことを確認すべきです。復讐の要求を推奨します。
ああ、だが
Damn, really fucking helps the momentum to have someone in your corner, huh?
ベアト、こいつで詰めだ。復讐要求6人は全員他殺である。
これは痛いですね。
ああ、どうしたよ。
Like you run away, you just fucking dart out of the room?
最も単純な一番最初の前提の確認でしかないぜ。復讐できねえのか。
復讐を拒否する。理由は特にない。
ここでの復讐拒否はデザインと同じ意味だぜ。チェックメイト。6人の中に犯人がいて密室構築後に自殺を図った。
Alright, decent theory.
待て。
Yep. Time out.
望み通り赤を行使するぞ。6人は誰も自殺していない。どうだ、これで満足か。
Man, you're laughing real confident for someone who's fucking sweating up a storm.
切り返した。
なんだよ、言えるじゃねえか。だがおかしい。
Yeah, she must have some reason for being so reluctant to say it.
なんであんなに狼狽してるんだ。
気のせいよ。わらわも今回は必死でな。そうそう心にゆとりもないのだ。深く気にするでな。
Almost like you were getting cornered there.
要求した復讐が改ざんされていますよ。ごまかされないように。
ダメみたいですよ、お嬢さん。
Really? How'd you say it? None of the 6 committed suicide. Okay. Not whether they were all homicides.
6人全員他殺とは言ってない。
Yeah.
6人全員自殺にあらずとこいつは言い換えた。
Maybe 2 of them stabbed each other.
他殺でも自殺でもない人間が混じっているということだ。
But they were all instant by Beatrice's definition, where they're incapacitated, so.
ああ、わかったぜ、わかった。これが真相だ。
Brain blast!
6人の中に潜む犯人 X は5人を殺害後密室を構築した。そしてそこから何かの方法で逃れるか隠れるかするつもりだったんだ。ところが事故った。
They slipped! They fell on their own blade! Oh no!
自ら望まない密室殺人を構築したんだ。これで決まりだぜ、ベアトリーチェ。チェックメイトだ。
そう 程度でわらわが追い詰められると思うか。
What, there were no
この
accidents?
程度でリザインを叫ぶものか。
Say it in red first, Beatrice. No one died on accident.
その愚かなチェックメイト、わらわの赤き宝刀にて何度でも叩き切ってくれようぞ。6人の中に事故死は。
Renove? You seeing a couple moves in the future?
当方ここで作戦タイムを所望いたします。しばしのご猶予をお許しください。
正当な要求です。
Yep, strategy meeting time.
問題ないかと。
ああ、強化するぜ。俺も今まで散々そいつをもらってる。
Fair.
今度はお前がそれを使う番だぜ。
ありがとうございます。さあお嬢様、こちら。そして、
Yep, pep talk.
心の中で静かに数字を100数えましょう。
Quietly, as in shut the fuck up. As Beato grew thoroughly panicked and agitated, Renove had quickly covered her mouth with his hand and suspended the game. He then pulled Beato away in the name of a strategy conference.
くそ、あの悪魔の執事め。ベアトが熱くなってる今が追い込む絶好のチャンスだったんだが。
Which is why he pulled her aside. This is now a team battle. You know, only fair you got Virgilia in your corner. Beato normally behaves elegantly, but she actually has a really short temper and gets mad easily. Her normal intelligence falls silent when she starts getting agitated.
ロノウェは冷静ですね。おそらくあの子に頭を冷やす時間を与えたのでしょう。
Yeah, she was suffering from thermal runaway.
あの子はあなたのチェックを外すことに意地になり、いくつかの大駒をやすやすと見捨てようとしていた。
If you're unfamiliar with what that is, it's a thing in electronics where, you know... Oh god, what is it? It's when something gets hot, it, like, conducts electricity easier, and because it conducts it easier, more runs through, and the friction of it causes it to get hotter, which means it does more and more, and then it just heats up and then fucking explodes.
第一の番など、所詮は
Something like that. Don't question me on the fucking nitty gritty.
あの子は引き際を誤りかけた。
つまり、どういうことだよ。俺のチェックメイトは成立したのか。
あの子は赤を宣言しかけていました。チェックメイトにはまだならないでしょう。しかしおそらく。
But it would have, you know, closed off one route for them, which Ronove sees apparently.
頭を冷やしたあの子はリザインを宣言するに違いありません。
まさか、あの負けず嫌いがか。
ええ。
Lose the battle, win the war.
負け戦は1秒でも早く兵を
Live
引
to
き
fight
上
another
げ、
day.
いかに損失を減らすかが肝要です。難しいのは、
I guess the
そ
way
れが
Ronove
負け
sees
戦
it,
で
you
ある
know,
かどうかを測る。
if you go all in on this one, you know, it's gonna be game over.
あの子の
Cut
執
your
事は
losses.
それを冷静に判断したようです。
やれやれ。つまり、あと一息のところで逃げられたってわけだな。ビシッと。俺がチェックメイトを決めて、とどめを刺すって流れには。
でも、これはあなたの勝ちだと判断してよいでしょう。向こうはギリギリで大きな損失を踏みとどまったようですが、それでもかなりのダメージを与え
Yeah,
た
and
に
then
違い
you
あ
had
り
him
ま
on
せ
the
ん。
ropes there.
その傷の深さは、あの子の狼狽ぶりから十分理解できたはずですよ。
だな。
It feels good to be on the other end of it, huh?
これ以上いじめたら泣き出しちまいそうだぜ。
Team Beatrice. As we talked, Ronove returned with Beato, who wore a meek expression. She didn't have the same bold smile as usual, but it looked like the blood wasn't rushing to her head anymore.
よう、お前の手番だぜ。
Yeah, cool your jets a bit?
次の一手は決まったかよ。
リザインだ。この場はお前に勝ちを譲る。
Beato told me that frankly. It seemed as though she had taken a far-sighted view, as though saying, if you want to laugh, then laugh. It was a bit of a buzzkill, and I lost my desire to attack her further.
お前がリザインしたってのは、俺の説もお前の説も、互いが相手を否定できないイーブンって意味だからな。負けってよりは、引き分けって意味で受け取っとくぜ。
How generous of you. Gracious in your victory.
この場はわらわの負けだと言ってる。そなたには雨に濡れた犬をさらに棒で叩く趣味があるというの。
I mean, a dog? No, but if it was you who was in the rain, then maybe.
ねえよ、お前と違ってな。
Even though she ridiculed me horribly when I showed signs of defeat, she was so pathetic when it was her turn. Thought of her as a pretty unfair person, but I decided to act with dignity as a winner and accept it. Better man than me, be it. I mean, battler. Sorry. You both got B's and A's and T's in your name. Byato had resigned. I also saw, her name on the screen there when I was thinking battler. That was the only result of the first twilight. Beatrice couldn't counter my move of one of the six was the culprit, and that person died in an accident. Now, she probably could have countered it, but because of some strategic decision, she had given up. It felt less like I had won, and more like she had escaped me one step from victory. You got the TKO on that one, She's still up and walking, but, you got more points. In chess against witches, it is possible to battle onward solely using pieces called X, which don't need explanation. Thanks to the Devil's Proof, I can create as many strange fictions as I want and use them to fight in the argument. But that's only within the context of chess with a witch. In our human world, such an abstract story can't explain anything. First twilight today was a chain of 6 locked rooms. It certainly may be possible for a human. Byato hadn't been able to completely deny everything. However, I don't have a clue who committed the crime, why, or how they actually did it. I shouldn't say this having won, but I get the feeling that I would have felt less muddled if I had just been told right out by Beatrice that it was completely impossible for a human. Although I hide behind these abstract pieces called X, I couldn't deny that some kind of unthinkable, creepy intention had definitely pervaded this mansion. Well, you guys are lucky because we're going to be doing a double-parter this time because, really, a couple 1-hour episodes in a row, like, come on, what are you taking me for? But also, if I don't start, increasing the length of the episode, this is going to be like a 200-part series, and, we all got other things we need to do. So, just give me a quick break, and I'll be right back, because I wasn't kidding when I said I need to go to Wawa to get some coffee as a treat. So, it'll just be a second for you, but for me, will probably be a little bit, because I'm going to take a shower and stuff beforehand, really freshen up, Gotta get snazzy when I go to the local Wawa in case I fucking die in a shootout between someone robbing the store and the cops, which, happens not unfrequently, as it should in the Wawas around here, so be right back. Alright, and I am back. I did not go to Wawa. I lied. I took my shower, and when I was driving over, Wawa looked really busy, because it was almost 6 in the morning, so all the commuters are starting to get out and about. So I just kept on driving down the road to the Dunkin' Donuts and proceeded to get a sausage, egg, and cheese on a croissant, old-fashioned donut, and a medium coffee with 2 creams, 1 sugar, because I feel like being a white bitch today. And, actually drinking something besides just straight black coffee. Anyway, continuing. The true enemy of holding a fort probably isn't the fear of unseen enemies. It's whether you can keep going over a long period of time. Maria had gotten bored and started making a ruckus because she wanted to watch TV. Since there was no TV in the lobby, she decided to return to the cousin's room upstairs. Just go get it and bring it down here. It's the fucking 80s. Ain't no way you got fucking cable on this island. That thing's got an antenna on the top. The adults probably didn't want to leave Maria all on her own, among other reasons. They told all the children to go to the cousin's room upstairs. George, his heart wounded by the loss of his fiancée, with no willpower to resist that, had no willpower to resist that, and led the cousins upstairs. At first, Najo had been reading a book in the lobby, but when he noticed that the relatives looked like they wanted to talk about something shady, he said, "It seems I'm in the way," and returned to his room upstairs. Well, you got a little bar. There's probably oranges and fucking cherries around. You can just eat.
無理もないわよ。私たちは夕べ寝てないんだから。
きっちり24時間をここで籠城することになる。
Time to start taking shifts. Get on rotation.
無理をせず交代で仮眠する方が賢明かもしれんね。
そうですね。私と主人がここにおりますので、辛い方は無理せずお休みになってください。
相手はそれを期待してるかもしれないわよ。この人数では崩せなくても、いくらか減ったらその隙をついてくるつもりかも。
I'll just stay in the same room. Someone can, like, tuck up behind the bar. Someone can sleep on the couch. Just, like, tie a fucking, I don't know, washcloth around your eyes if it's too bright for you.
ここには7人いるわ。2人ずつ交代で3時間くらい
Fortunately,
休むとか。
being the vampire I am, it's normal for me to be sleeping while the sun's blaring through my window, so that's not an issue for me.
明日の朝は遠いわよ。今はまだ体力があるからいいけど、今夜。
Oh, sorry, Kiri.
せやな。眠いもんはおるか。無理せんと休んでや。
Just a little 4-hour intervals, get a quick little REM cycle and fucking up and at 'em we go. Hideyoshi looked around at everyone to see who wanted to sleep first, but no one volunteered. Everyone was just as tired, but no one was bold enough to be able to sleep now. Their fear of the unknown culprit was just as strong as their sleepiness. Again, stop talking about sleep. Yeah, even this coffee is just making me nice and warm on the inside, which makes me, again, sleepy.
まあみんな無理はせんでな。
眠くなったらその時に考える。
Because unless I take, like, just straight caffeine,
確
like,
かに眠いけど。
normal caffeinated drinks just, like,
今
don't
は
do
そういう
anything
気
to me.
分じゃないの。
My, like, caffeine tolerance is at such a level that it just, like, makes me awake? Not even awake, just, I don't know, it brings me up to neutral. Ava spoke sharply, and then read once more over the second letter from Beatrice, which had been found in the boiler room. Beatrice had sent them 2 letters, and had repeatedly told them to solve the riddle of the epitaph. And she had even provoked them by saying that she would give up the inheritance, both assets and headship, if it could be solved. Ava took out a notebook and opened it to a page with the epitaph copied onto it.
例の碑文ですか？
ええ。
Is that your own notebook with it written down, or is it one you fucking borrowed from Maria?
犯人の言いなりになるのは尺だけど、どうせ時間は腐るほどあるわ。退屈しのぎにはちょうどいいと思って。
悪くない時間つぶしだ。兄弟で仲良く挑戦してみようじゃないか。
借りてもいいかしら。もう少し大きく書き直すわ。
What? In
夏
case
日さん、
you fucking old
もう
people
少
got
し大
bad
きな
eyes?
紙はないですか？使用人室に紙くらいあるでしょう。取ってきます。
Natsuki immediately brought a B4 blank sheet of paper from the servant room. I'm not entirely sure on the size of B4, but it sounds like just a different, like, specification of printer paper. Kirei borrowed Ava's notebook, wrote out the epitaph on the paper, and laid it out on the table. Straight away, everyone peered down at it. A fence of people naturally formed.
話には聞いとったが、こら難儀な謎やな。
Yeah, it gets real nonsensical in the middle.
何を言っとるのかさっぱりや。
私も一時頑張って挑戦したんだけれど、同じくさっぱりだったわ。
Well, that's just because you're dumb, Rosa.
分かってたらのこのこ
Not very good at using your thinking box.
何しろ10トンの黄金だからな。
真面目に読むのは初めてなんだけど、大雑把に言って3部分に分かれてるのかしら。
The fucking Sweetfish River, land of my beloved childhood, yada yada, fucking Twilights, and then praise my name, go to the Golden Land, everyone gets their wishes, revive the dead.
昨夜から思っているが、キリエさんはだいぶ頭が切れるようだ。ひょっとすると私らでは解けなかった謎をいとも簡単に解いてしまうかもしれんね。ああ、キリエは鋭いぜ。変な先入観を与えない方が面白い捉え方をできるかもしれない。
Smart cookie?
そうね。キリエさん、率直にこの碑文を読んだ感想を聞かせてくれないかしら。
Quote unquote outsider's perspective on it.
多分皆さんのお役には立てないと思うわ。みんな買いかぶりすぎよ。
いやいや、思いつきや適当でいい
Yeah,
ん
it's
だ。
important to see things from different angles and whatnot.
お前の話を聞かせてくれ。俺が悩んだ時はいつだってお前のヒントが助けてくれる。
Alright, get a fucking room.
あら、役に立ってたのね。今更だけど嬉しいわ。
よせやい。いつも感謝してるぜ。
仲がいいのね。羨ましいわ。
Yeah, I was about to say, you jealous?
ぜひ私たちにもヒントを授けてほしいわ。いいのよ。どうせ時間つぶしなんだからリラックスして。
Kyrie was bewildered by all the praise she was suddenly receiving. But they had plenty of time. She realized that this was just a way to waste time, and she decided to accept that role.
と見当違いなことを言っちゃうと思うけど、じゃあ私の考えで進めてみるわね。
うん。最初に言った
Now let's dig into the fucking guts of this riddle.
どういう意味かね。
Oh, it's a lot
そのもの
longer
の意味よ。
when you look at it like this.
碑文はだいたい3つのパーツに分けることができると思うの。まず最初のそこに黄金の鍵が眠るまでの5行。ここまでが鍵のありかを示した最初の部分。そして第10の番までの11行が黄金鏡そのものの場所を示した部分。そして残りの6行は黄金鏡にたどり着いてからの部分ね。
Uh-huh.
そうですね。鍵と黄金鏡、そして黄金鏡の宝の話の3つに区分けで
Yeah,
きます、
break
ね。
it up into smaller chunks.
その程度なら我々だって把握しているさ。鍵と扉、そして宝を示す3つの区分だ。
兄さん余計な口を挟まないで。
Oh, hush, this is group effort,
キリエ
Ava.
さんに自由な発想で発言してもらうのよ。
キリエ、続けてくれ。俺たちもそれについては同じ認識だ。それで。
Mm-hmm. On the same page.
最初に出てくる懐かしき故郷というのはどういう意味なのかしら。普通に考えたら、
Yeah, are we
お
talking
父様の故郷を指すの
from
かしら。
Kinzo's perspective or Beatrice's perspective?
懐かしきとわざわざ断るところを見ると、とても思い入れのある故郷のように思えるわね。お父さんは小田原の出身だったかしら。
生まれは確かに小田原だけど、
Yeah, but does he like it?
お父様が懐かしむ故郷は多分小田
Home is where
原
the
のこと
heart
じゃない
is.
わ。それについては多分兄弟たちは全員同じ場所で認識してるわね。
そうね。多分小田原じゃないわね。聞いた話ではとても楽しい少年時代だったそうよ。
親父の人生で最大の不幸は多分後ろ宮家の当主にさせられたこと
Yeah,
だ。
definitely put his life on a different
お
course.
そらくな。親父殿は後ろ宮家の当主になど本当はなりたくなかったのだ。
それはどこなのかしら。そしてそこに鮎の泳ぐ川は。
当時はあったんじゃないかしら。今はだいぶ開発が進んだでしょうから鮎はいなくなってるかもしれない。お父様が少年時代の当
It's a
時
little
に
rap
鮎
tap
が
of
い
the drum.
た
I was wondering like what that was for a second. Like, Like, damn, the rain's real loud on the window all of a sudden.
川も一本ではないだろう。
Yeah, there's got to be
地理的な意味で
tons.
は我々もそれぞれにかなり調べたつもり。エヴァに至っては現地まで直接調べに行ったんじゃないか。
あくまでも旅行としてよ。
Uh-huh.
でも街並みは当時と完全に変わってる。何しろ戦争を挟んでるのよ。
Even then, just normal development over the past 50 years.
お父様がどこに住んでいたのかさえ正確な場所の把握は不可能よ。多分お父様が自ら現地へ足を運んでも今となっては
Hell, even undeveloped land changed a bunch over 50 years. Like, where I used to live back home, you know, all the old farms are gone, and it's just all forest now.
アユの川と言われてはっきりとした地名は出ないの？
It's crazy looking at old photos of the area. It's just like nothing, just everything was clear cut in fields, and then you go there now, you can't even see the grass or the ground, you know, it's all just treetops.
そうやな。何しろアユだぜ。水がきれいな川に
Go walk through the woods and nothing but old stone walls where property divides used to be.
親父が無邪気に鮎釣りをした小川もその後の開発で埋められたりもしただろう。戦前の地図もしくは戦前の現地に詳しい人でもいりゃ話は別なんだ。
多分そういう話ではないわ。
Yeah.
どういうことだろう。
懐かしき故郷を貫くアユの川、黄金郷を目指す者よ。これを下りて鍵を探せ。ここまでの2行で一度開業してるのよね。
Okay.
この2行だけで何かの提示が成立するのよ。その何かに基づいて次の3行が続くんじゃないかしら。
何かの提示って何やろな。
Literally read between the lines.
わからないわ。とにかく
Find the meaning
その
in
2
the
行だ
gap.
けでどの川かわからないとかそんなあやふやじゃなくてはっきりとこの川という特定ができるのよ。ひょっとすると水の流れる川ではないかもしれないわね。アユの川は
Metaphorical
何かの
river?
比喩かもしれない。アユという言葉にはどんなイメージがあるのかしら。
I don't know. What kanji is used to make up sweet fish? I don't even know what a sweet fish looks like.
淡水魚だが生まれてすぐは海に出るんや。そして大きくなると川に戻ってきて生活し、そこに産卵して生涯を終えるんや。まあ一度は家を出るが大きくなって戻ってきて卵を産むってなあたりは一族繁栄的なイメージがあるかもしれんな。
Okay.
へえ、淡水魚なのに海水でも生きられるのかよ。
It's not that rare.
知らなかったぜ。川魚だから海には出られないと思ってたぜ。
Oh, there's the Doomsday Siren. Really loud today for some reason. Like, cooked my fucking room. Jesus Christ.
アユは香りが良いことから
There we go. Here's we're getting into the fucking kanji play. Ooh, Sakana. I didn't know Gyo was a different reading for Sakana, I guess, depending whether where it is in the word. Fuck, what's it called? There's the different readings of kanji have different names, and I like classifications, whatever, and I forget what they are. I need to study some more.
私は食べたことがありませんが
But I am taking starting my Japanese 101 classes in like a month and a half, so I'll have plenty of time.
なんやなずきさん、あゆの塩焼き食ったことあらへんのか。
Oh, she's a proper lady.
うまいで。今度ごちそうしたるわ。
庶民の料理だ。君の口にはふさわしくない。
これは私の妄想なんだけど、実は私アユの皮のイメージから家系図を疑ったことがあるの。
You mean like branching estuaries and all that?
アユは一度海へ出るけどまた生まれた川に帰ってきて産卵するんでしょ。まるで私のことみたいだなって思って。
That's weird.
そう
You're
ね
weird for thinking that.
今だから白状するけど、私もあなたとマリアちゃんのことを指してるんじゃないかって疑ったことがあるわ。
Really?
なるほど。川を下ればやがて里あり。家系図を下っていくと見つかる里はマリアの名に含まれる里の字だけだ。
Yeah. Again, this is why I said I wouldn't even attempt to solve the riddle's the epitaph's riddle, because we're getting to the weeds here with fucking kanji, which I am nowhere near fucking smart enough to really fucking bust into.
でしょ。でもみんなも知っての通り、お父様はマリアのことを毛嫌いしてて、ほとんど言葉を交わしたこともない。それにお父様はかつて
Really?
マリアに全然違う名前をつけるように
What
言っ
was
て
the
いたの。
original name supposed to be?
それを私が勝手にマリアにした。お父様はそれをとても怒っていたわ。その
No,
経緯
you're
を考え
ruining my plan!
財産や家督を引き継ごうという大切な碑文にマリアの名を引用するとはとても思えなくて。
マリアちゃんに碑文を読ませたことは？
ええ、もちろんあるわ。
Yeah, she's a strange kid, but sometimes, strange ideas, just, different angle and all that.
でもさっぱりみたいだった。魔女の復活の儀式みたいな相変わらずのオカルト話ばかりでさっぱりだったわ。
Well, yeah, the middle part really lends credence to that one.
親父殿とマリアの接点。確かに両者にオカルト趣味があるが、全く交流はなかった。私もマリアのことを指しているとは思えぬね。
懐かしきとわざわざ冒頭につけているのが私は気になるわ。さっきみんなが言っていたよう
Yeah,
に
which definitely means it wasn't Maria.
お父さんにとって後宮家の当主となることが不本意だったとしたなら、それを懐かしんだりするかしら。それは後宮本家を指す小田原ではないと思うの。私にはこの懐かしきという冒頭の一語がお父様にとっ
His
て
home
とて
beforehand?
も大切な思い出深い場所を示しているに違いないと信じているんだけれど。
まあいいさ。当時の地図もさっぱりだから特定は困難だが、とにかく親父の少年時代の
Yeah, and I doubt there's any atlases lying around in this guest house. Maybe if you were in the main house and got into fucking the old man's study.
水の流れる川ならね。それから続けてよ、キリエさん。
川を下ればやがて里ありからの産業はちょっとよくわからないわ。これは多分鮎の川の2行に連結してる。鮎の川の正体がわかれば多分自然と意味がつながるものなのよ。それがわからない
Again, not really much help because population centers being around rivers is extremely common, so that doesn't even narrow it down to the rivers.
鮎の川の正体がわからねえと。
Yeah. Whether it's a metaphorical river or, a geographical
河
river.
川を指した保証もねえときた。鮎ってのは何なんだ。親父の好物か。それとも何か特別な意味があるのか。深読みしても仕方ねえのか。
ミクロとマクロの2つの視点を持たないと視野が狭まるわね。深く考えすぎないで。魚が泳いでいる川、あるいは流れ、下るもの、登るもの、そのくらいの抽象的なイメージにしておいた方が発想が柔軟になっていいかもしれないわ。
そして鮎の川の答えが続く産業を経て、
こうして考えると
Just a key sitting there, with a sign pointing to it saying, hey, you followed the river. Good job. Here's the key.
正確には4つの区分ね。鮎の川を下り、
I'll break up the first part into two separate parts.
黄金鏡の鍵を見つけ、黄金鏡へ旅立つ。そして黄金鏡の宝。
実に面白い。せっかくだ。続けて碑文の最も中心的な部分である
Yeah,
黄金鏡にたど
the
り着く第
Twilights.
10の晩までの見解を聞かせてくれんかね。
この碑文の中で最も象徴的で、
Mm-hmm.
そして物騒な
Yeah, we're getting abstract with it now.
生贄なんて単語が連発するからついついお父様のオカルト儀式と関係があるんじゃないかと思ってしまうけど、キリエさんならどう見るかしら。
Kyrie recrossed her arms several times, peering into the paper with the epitaph copied onto it as she was looking through it. As though she was looking through it.
これはとても難しいわね。
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
鍵を手にせし者は
From
から
an
始ま
outside
るということは多分鍵を理解していないと話が進まない。お手上げではあるけれど一応挑戦してみるわね。
鮎の川が水の流れる川とは限らないように、
The key isn't necessarily a key.
その鍵もまた、
Yeah.
本当に鍵の形状をしたものなのか疑わしいわね。
そうね。暗
It's
号とか
knowledge.
キーワードの可能性もあるわ。
The
だって
knowledge
こ
will
の鍵は
unlock the way for
鍵
you.
穴に刺すものじゃない。第一の番に6人の生贄を選ぶためにあるんだもの。その意味においてはこの鍵は黄金鏡の扉を開くものじゃないと言い切れるわね。
しかし物騒な鍵です。
Yeah.
6人もの生贄を選ぶ鍵なんて。
鍵がどうやって選ぶんや。ルーレットみたいにくるくる回すんかいな。
この鍵がある特定の6人を指し示す。いいえ、ある特定の6つを指し示すというべきね。もしこれが文字通りに
I don't know, man. It seems pretty fucking scattershot so far. Who gets picked for the first 6?
例えばアナグラムかもしれないわ。
アナグラム、文字遊びのことかね。
ええ、さっきローザさんが家系図の話で、マリアちゃんの名前に里が含
Even
まれ
has
て
a cool kanji in it that looks like a cross.
という話をしていた
Because
時か
crosses
ら
are cool.
ずっと考えてるの。例えばルドルフさんは懐かしき故郷という単語からずっと地形的座標的なものを想定しているようだけど、そうじゃないかもしれない。これはある種の謎々、あるいは文字遊びかもしれないって。
ごめん
Sure.
なさい。文字遊びと
Just
は
just
何
speak
ですか？
to me.
うん。
Just lay it all out
カ
for
モ
me.
メカモメカチンカチンみたいなやつさ。
What?
歯を抜いたらな。
I don't know, man. Suck my burls.
みたいな。
Ah.
夏日さんは育ちがいいから知らねえだろ。
Yeah.
皮を抜くと？
よしなさい。君にはふさわしくない品のない遊びだ。
Only Nazi didn't get it and had a blank look on her face. Seemed like she had only guessed the answer had to do with something undignified after hearing Rudolph and Ava's snickers.
夏日姉さん、こういうことです。マリアの謎々ブックにあったんですけどね。タヌキの手紙っていうのがあるんです。タの文字がいっぱい混じった暗号みたいな手紙があるんだけど、タの文字を抜くとそこに正しい文章が浮かび上がるみたいな、そんな遊びがあるんですよ。
Sure.
ああ、なるほど。
Nazi finally realized the answer to the undignified riddle Rudolph had posed, and her face grew red as she hung her head in embarrassment.
その抜くというのが案外殺すというのに転じるかもね。
ええ、私もそれを思ったところなの。黄金鏡の鍵とはひょっとすると6文字の単語かもしれない。
Okay.
つまりタヌキの手紙の「タ」が6文字あるっちゅうわけか。
Yeah.
これはややこしいこっちゃな。
文字遊びか。日本では子供の遊びという印象が強いが、特に英語圏では
You
知
sure
識
about
人
that?
のこじゃれたユーモアでもあるらしい。親父殿が関心を示すことは
Well, your fucking dad is a Westaboo. Get along well with fucking Rawhide Kobayashi.
た
Godspeed.
だここで
He's out there
急にわか
somewhere,
らなくなる
fucking
の
practicing daily with his branding iron and lasso, learning the proper barbecue grilling techniques.
ここまでの流れは謎に満ちていながらも非常に順番的だった。鮎の皮、それを下れ、そして鍵を見つけろと非常に順番的。そしてその結果6文字の鍵を手に入れたと仮定するんだけど、そうすると何から6文字を殺すのかわからなくなるの。
そういやそうだな。6文字を何から引くんだ。その提示がないな。
第2の番に残されし者はとある。
So, the extra letters,
ということは
characters in this
少なくと
case.
もその何かは有限の文字数なのよ。そこから6文字を抜いて残った文字で話を進めろと読み解けるわ。なのに最初に提示があるべき何かがわからないの。やっぱり文字遊びという過程が間違っているのかしら。
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff you have to take out of it for the rest of the Twilights. Felt like they were about to reach a novel understanding that they hadn't been able to before, but they stumbled just one step before it. Did I skip a line there? No, okay. No, wait, I did. Everyone crossed their arms and fell into silence. At the time, Hideyoshi's stomach rumbled heartily. Silence up until then was broken by laughter.
すまんすまん。珍しく普段使わん頭を回したもんですっかり空腹になってしまった。
It's hard to think on an empty stomach anyway.
やはり朝食抜きは答えるわ。なあ。
夏日、ここには何かないのかね。
軽食の備え程度があったはずです。用意しますね。
俺も腹ペ
You
コ
any
だ。
good at cooking?
上のガキどもも腹ペコだろうよ。しかし18人分も、そして3食もここに備
Well,
蓄があるのかは
good thing there
ちょいと疑問だね。
isn't 18 here.
そうやな。明日まで長丁場や。一度屋敷に戻って厨房で缶詰の類でも漁った方がええかもしれんな。
クラッカーとおつまみくらいしかありませんが、それでよければ準備できます。
Oh, hell yeah, I'm a fucking slut for saltines. Like, I can eat an entire sleeve, like, in one sitting. If you don't stop me, like, salted saltines specifically, get my mouth watering.
今はそれでいい。すまんが準備してくれんかね。
Looked like the men had been taken over with an appetite that stopped all thought. The atmosphere grew more peaceful, and the epitaph investigation meeting was broken up for the time being. But Eva kept staring at the paper the epitaph was written on like she was gonna burn a hole through it.
文字遊びはあくまでも私の仮説。それが
Yeah,
間違
of
ってる
course,
可
none
能
of
性
this
もあ
is
るわ。
like 100%, you know, guaranteed fact that we're working off of. That's what the epitaph riddle is.
エヴァさん、あまり根詰めないで。
ありがとう。私の勝手でやってるの。放っといてくれないかしら。
Need to think. Eva spoke coldly. Kyrie didn't bother anymore and went to help Natsuki prepare
姉さん
breakfast.
私たちも朝食の準備手伝った方が
She's
よくない
thinking, she's thinking. Leave her alone.
じゃああんたが手伝いなさいよ。私はこれを解くので忙しいの。
ごめんなさい。じゃあ私
まったく。なんであなたはそんななの？
What do you mean?
この碑文を解いた人間が後ろ宮家の家督を譲られるのよ。
Where's your
関係ないと
motivation?
初めから諦めているようだけど、もしも解ければローザにだって家督を引き継げるチャンスがあ
I
る。
think she's more just concerned with surviving for right now.
あの兄さんから全てを奪うチャンスなのよ。どうしてその千載一遇のチャンスをあなたは真剣になって挑めないの？
それは
Rosa hung her head, troubled over how she should answer. She regretted, for the first time in a while, carelessly speaking to her sister when she was in a bad
あ
mood.
んたも何か気づいたことがあるんなら言いなさいよ。私やキリエさんは真剣に推理してたのに、あんたは相槌ばかりだったじゃない。ほら、何か気づいた点はないの？ほら。
I mean, you can fucking pick her up and, like, shake her by her legs upside down as much as you want. No thoughts are gonna fucking come out of her head.
これ不思議よね。
What? The entire thing is strange. What specifically?
何？
黄金鏡っていう
My
単語よ。
finger jumped from the enter key to the shift, so it skipped the line. Well, more like cut her line short.
何度も出てくる
How's
よ
it
ね。
written?
黄金鏡って単語。
それが何よ？
Is it like in like Romanji, or is it like fucking oh god, what's the Japanese for gold? Gin? Or is it kin? Fuck. No, gin is silver because gintogi. I think it's kin. So like Kingoku or something?
黄金鏡を文字分解すると何かキーワードにでもなるの？
Or is like
そうじゃなくて
golden specifically like
ほら、
different?
この第10の番だけおかしいでしょ。
What do you mean? Just looking at the 10th Twilight Strange. The journey ends and you shall reach the home of the gold instead of the land of the gold, or instead of the golden land.
みんな黄金鏡なのに、
Yeah, okay.
なぜかここだけ黄金の里なの。わざわざ「の」が1文字混じるのよね。どうしてここだけ言い方が違うのか漠然と気になってて。別に意味なんてないわよね。お父様のことだもの。ちょっとした言葉のあやでたまたま言い方を変えただけかもしれないしね。
Let's go back and look at it. Even though they're written with Golden Land, Olgunkyo. For some reason, this has been... Hello, Doomsday Siren. Home with the gold. Olgun no Sato. Yeah, let's just listen to that siren for an extra minute as I stare at this. Okay. Satisfied. Damn, it's so loud.
つまらん。
You're the one who always telling them to fucking try to solve the epitaph, and now they're actually doing it. You're like, oh, this sucks.
つまらん、つまらん。
Also, yeah, this is a major key, isn't it? I think it said so when the music track started. No, it's in C minor. Slightly different one though.
はてさて、この子が何をぼやいているのかさっぱりで
It's
す。
more carnival.
おそらくマダムがバトラ様にいろいろと入れ知恵をしたのが不満なのでしょう。
別にそんなの不満ではないぞ。
Yeah, what are you talking about then?
不甲斐ないバトラがようやくわらわに釣り合うレベルになったので、むしろ満足してるくらいだぞ。
少しバトラ君と仲良くしすぎましたか。
Yeah, you getting jealous?
若い子同士に任せて老人は退散した方がいいのかしら。
When Virgilia and Rovene giggled and cackled, Beatrice's irritation meter finally reached its limit.
揃いも揃ってわらは笑い物にしよって。
Well, quit being so pathetic that's so easy to laugh at you.
ロノウェ、しばし姿を消せ。消えろ消えろ。
かしこまりました。それではしばしのお暇をいただきます。
Renove bowed his head, still laughing, and hid himself. After that, all there remained was the figure of Beatrice, who was grumpy and irritated, and Virgilia, who was coolly enjoying her tea.
この島に19人以上いないと言ったあの赤がむしろあなたを追い詰めました。
やっぱりな。ちょっと早いかなとは思ったんだが、やっぱ早かったかな。
Yeah, you could have strung him around for longer.
彼をもっと迷走させてからならともかく。全くにもって無駄な切り札でしたよ。むしろ彼を奮起させてしまいました。
In addition to his victory condition of denying the witch, Battler had held on to a different victory condition, since he had wanted to explain everything without suspecting any of the 18. Hadn't he been at his weakest when he was being tossed about by those two different opposing goals? However, Beatrice had used the red carelessly and had proclaimed that there was no more than 18 people. Because of that, Battler had been forced to suspect one of the 18. And he had finally begun to build up the readiness that he needed to accept that. Battler was stubborn, but because of that, when he was stuck where he was fragile, fissures would crack all over him like breaking china. China. That itself should have been his greatest weak point.
前回圧勝だったんで、ちょいと油断が過ぎたかな。
Well, they know what, pride comes before?
ええ、
You know the
油断が
saying.
過ぎましたね。前回はバトラ君にとって難易度の高いゲームでしたが、どうやら今回はあなたにとって難易度の高いゲームにな
Mainly
り
because
そう
everyone's
です。
ganging up on you.
割れた壺は決して元に戻ることはない。未練がましくかけらを拾うより、他の手を考えた方が建設的というもの。しかし、すっかり知恵をつけ
Yep,
たバトラ
fucking
ー
genie's out of the bottle.
どう仕掛ければよいというのか。
炉の上のクッ
No
キーよ
tears to
り
shed for
あ
the
なたが
spilt milk.
困っている顔の方がお茶菓子にぴったりですよ。
バトラもお師匠様も炉の上までもわらわを茶化扱いだ。わらわは決して甘くはないというのに。
With a shameful, childlike face that she would never have shown in front of Battler, Beatrice rolled her head around on top of the table.
お師匠様、せめてヒントを。
おや、何のヒントですか？
バトラをギャフンと言わせて、わらわを認めたくなるようなうまい指し手を。ズバリ教えろとは言わない
You
か
seem
ら。
to be forgetting that Virgilia's on our side
せ
now.
めてヒントだけでも。
ダメですよ。私は今、バトラ君の味方をしていますから。あなたに利することは教えら
Man,
れ
it
ませ
sucks to be you, Beatrice, because even fucking Runaway was tossing hints around.
そんな固いこと言わずにさ、弟子が困ってるというのに。
師匠を超えたと散々豪語していた気がしますが。
You seem to have had quite a few choice words during your magic battle.
年寄りらしく老快な知恵を一発授けてくれよ。頼むよ。バトラにばっかりずるいってよ。
Well, he needs all the help he can
もう
get. Oh, you're not gonna keep to
相
this,
変
are
わ
you?
らずのだだっこですね。でも確かにちょっとバトラ君にヒントを与えすぎたかもしれません
Yeah,
ね。
you were really fucking leading the argument last time.
あなたのお灸にはなったけど、フェアなゲームとしては少し肩入れをしすぎたかもしれない。
そうであろう、そうであろう。頼むよ、お師匠様。
No.
せめて今後のヒントだけでも。
ヒントだけですよ。意味は自分で考えるのですよ。
自分で考えるからさ、頼むよ。バトラをケチョンケチョンにできるやつを頼むよ、お師匠様。
God, you're such a twisted person. It's truly shameful how she behaved when Battler wasn't around, even though she acted utterly like a great witch in front of him. Virgilia sighed, lamenting under her breath that Viatone never seemed to grow up.
ではヒントだけ。
イソップ寓話の北風と太陽というお話を知っていますか？
I've heard it somewhere, but I completely forget it.
もちろん旅人のマントを
Yeah, give us the
奪う
cliff
ために
notes.
北風と太陽が勝負する話であろう。
そうです。乱暴かつ請求な方法が常に最善の選択肢とは限らないということです。
言われなくても分かっておるわ。わらわが勝ちを焦りすぎたことはすでに反省しておる。
意味はよく考えることですよ。それからバトラ君も少々誤解があったようですが、あなたにも誤解があるようです。
What do you mean?
あなたは
Oh, you
こ
just
の
said
ゲ
you're
ー
not
ム
going
の
to
勝
spell
利
that
条
for us,
件
so
を理
I
解
guess
し
that
てい
means
ま
us
し
two
た。
in this situation.
バトラを屈服させることの他に何があるというのか。
ほら、その時点でもう間違っています
Yeah,
よ。
you're just fucking laser focused on fucking beating him down.
わらわが何を間違えたというのか。
あなたの勝利はバトラ君を屈服させること
It's
ではあ
making
り
him
ま
believe
せ
in
ん。
witches.
バトラ君にあなたという存在を認めてもらうことではありませんか？
なんとバトラにゴマをすってわらわを魔女と認めてください、お願いしますと頼み込めというのか。
You could just get along.
愚かな。そこまでわらわは落ちぶれてはおらぬ。
Oh, how proud you are. Beato growled like a dog in a bad mood. Virgilia shrugged her shoulders, snickering at her disciple, who was as short-tempered as always.
ヒントは出しました。あとはあなたがよく考えることですよ。いずれにせよ、
Yeah, you're not gonna make any friends
こ
like
れ
this,
までの手は
Beatrice.
通用しません。相当の戦略転換が必要になるでしょう。
言われずとも分かっておる。北風と太陽の話は何が言いたいのかさっぱりだが、とにかく
So like, what? You mean there's other ways to do things besides fucking brute forcing it?
お師匠様もあっと驚くような奇策を披露してみせるぞ。
それは楽しみですね。バトラ君はそれにどう挑むのかしら。あなたの健闘も祈っていますよ。
バトラのついでに。
Well, yeah, of course. Like she said, she's on his side right now.
もう投げ出して降参？
Hello, child. Ava.
そんなに眠いならお布団かぶって眠っちゃえば？
As my consciousness grew vague, I pretended to fight my drowsiness, sinking deeper and deeper into the sofa. I scolded myself.
あんなにもクラウスから当主の座を奪ってやりたいって夢見てきたんでしょ？そのチャンスを私の魔法が与えたのに、あなたはもう放り投げちゃうの？
そうは言うけれど、この謎は本当に難解よ。
Yeah?
知恵の輪の方がまだマシだわ。解けるってことが絶対に約束されているもの。でもこの碑文の謎はそれすらも約束されているかわからない。私は挑むだけ無駄な勝負を挑んでるのかもしれない。
Still hazy, I looked at the notebook which I had been holding the whole time. It was open to the page with the epitaph, which I stared at, almost burned a hole through, on so many hundreds of nights that I lost count. That is truly a door. On the other side is this golden land, the place which ever since I was a child I wished to reach. I've spared no effort to reach, and I've never been able to reach. Here I am with both hands upon the door. And even though the door is open, I still can't reach the other side?
そうよ。あなたは扉に手をかけている。さあ、それを力いっぱい開
Just
くの。
fucking rip it off the
そ
hinges.
してその扉に書かれた文字を読むのよ。
力いっぱい扉に書かれた文字を読む。
Strain your eyes. See through to what lies further beyond the epitaph written in the notebook.
懐かしき故郷は私たちの想像をきっと裏切らないわ。
What do you mean?
お父様が唯一懐かしむ過去は少年時代だけだもの。
そうね。なら鮎の川は、それが泳ぐ川は複数あるし、お父様が住んでいた場所のすぐ近くにあったかは怪しい。鮎の生息するどの川が地図上距離的に近いかなんて話になると、
Yeah,
急
they
に
get
曖昧
lost
に
in
な
the
って特定
weeds.
ができなくなる。
自分で言ったじゃない。水の流れる川かどうかわからないって。鮎という言葉がそんなにもややこしいなら忘れてしまえば。川で考えるの。川で。
It moves things.
家系図という連想は悪くないわ。その要領で川から連想するものを他にも考えてみて。
You lost me.
川じゃなくて、川じゃなかったら鮎は泳げないのに。ああ、でも鮎が泳げるってことは海までつながっ
Connects
て
to a
るの
greater
かしら。
source?
川魚だけど
Well,
海に出るってうちの人も言ってた
the
し。
source of rivers in the mountains and they flow to the ocean, but you know what I mean.
海まで。いえ、でも
気づいた。
What you thinking? No.
でもうろ覚えなの。ここには書庫があったはず。調べれば確認できるわ。
それが鮎の川なら、そして鍵は6文字の単語かもしれないなら、鍵が本当にその川に眠ってるというの。
I don't know. Anyway, I have to search in an atlas. But even if I know that, I don't know from what I should take the 6 characters.
本当にわからないの？よく考えて。私たちは下手に頭がいいから発想が硬いのよ。気分の謎なんて大層に考えないで、子供の謎だと思って。男なんていくつにな
Yep,
ったって子
Occam's
供
razor
なの。
that bitch.
お父様が老境に差し掛かったとしても、心の中の本質的な部分は子供と何も変わらない。お父様への畏怖を捨てるの。マリアが船の中で突然出
Think of him as
して
the
くるような
pathetic man
く
he
だら
is.
なくて低俗な謎遊びだと思って。
謎くだらない低俗な。
Yeah, that sure describes Kinzo.
あれは確かなんだっけ。
I'm sure. My memory isn't wrong. That was probably, no. I'll have to rely on my vague memory. Should be able to figure that out immediately too by searching in the archive.
私たちは多分もう答えに気づいてるわ。あとはそれが正しいか調べるだけよ。さあエヴァ、誰にも気づかれないように書庫へ。あそこにはお父様の書斎から溢れ出した硬い本が山積みよ。きっと私たちの疑問に答えてくれる本が見つかるわ。急いで。これが生涯で
Yeah, beat them all out. Go. Run to the mansion. Alone. Where it'll be easy for you to turn up dead. Oh, thanks for flashbanging me. When Natsuki tried to lay a blanket over her, Ava suddenly jumped
ご
up.
めんなさい。起こしてしまいましたね。
眠いなら無理をしなくていいぞ。お前から休みなさい。
She's like, no, I'm thinking.
ありがとう。ちょっとお化粧室に行って顔を洗ってくるわね。
無理をせんと休んだ方がいいで。また体に触るで。
本当に大丈夫だってばすぐ戻るわね。
She says as she runs to the mansion. Leaving only those words behind, I left the lobby at a brisk pace. The lobby was partitioned off by a door, so as soon as I went into the corridor, they could no longer see me. Oh, there's an archive here. In the guest house? Okay. The archive was next to the servant room. Father always owned a vast book collection. But after he started to become engrossed in his occult hobby, his library of those kinds of books grew even larger. So that the normal books suited only for a normal study had been forced out. I was gonna try to beat it, but I couldn't. Books suitable for normal study had been forced out as his study overflowed. This archive was where those normal books were stored. They were all stiff books for intellectuals, like complete volume sets of encyclopedias, but that was very convenient for me now that I was investigating something. I entered softly, and just in case, I checked the room with my gun readied, making sure that there were no suspicious people there. Then I locked it from the inside. I actually wasn't thinking that the murderer might be hiding somewhere. What scared me was my fear that one of the siblings might hear what I was investigating. My heart had started jumping. I had been half asleep until a short while ago, so I hadn't been able to realize how significant the thing I realized was. As I started to become aware, my heart started feeling like it was about to explode.
これ他の兄弟たちは誰も気づいてないのかしら。
クラウスとルドルフは気づかないと思うわ。でもキリエはわからない。あいつおかしな顔が鋭いわ。あとはローザもわからない。
ローザもグドンよ。
Yeah, you don't gotta worry about Rosa.
昔から呆れるくらいにね。
そう？あなたにグドンと思い込ませて不必要な恨みを買わない
she's just playing the long
程度
con.
には賢いと思ってる。
あった。これになら載ってるかしら。
I pulled the book out and flipped through the pages.
これ鮎の皮。
なるほど。鮎の皮とはそういう意味なのね。もたもたしないでさらに調べて。
What you looking at?
川を下ればやがて里がある。
Unless it is a family tree and they're tracing it back.
里って町や村って意味。
Yeah.
人口密集地だもの。そんなのいくらでもあるわよ。
どうして思考を停止するの？嫌ならやめちゃえば？後ろ宮家の当主はキリエに譲っちゃえば？
嫌よ。私が当主になるの。これがその最初で最後のチャンスなのよ。
You say that, but I don't think so.
里って何？里ってどういう意味？
What, you mean like in the abstract? Like a collection of people?
川を下る里なん
Of
てあるの？
domiciles? Like what?
その里にて二人が口にし岸を探れ。岸よ。分かってる？
All the pieces that I hadn't been able to understand at all were right before my eyes, starting to snap into place all by themselves. I couldn't even remember to close my open mouth. My throat grew completely dry. Is it really alright for this to be the answer? Really? Really?
でもこれは全然6文字じゃないわ。これが答えに間違いないって断言できるけど、これは全然6文字に満たない。
I don't know, it can be broken up into more chunks?
私肯定しならそれを6文字で読める方法を考えなさい。思いつかないなら調べなさい。きっと答えはある。
Yep, fucking break open a
そ
dictionary.
れを疑ってはダメ。それが信じられないならとっとと泣き寝入りでもしてへそでもかって死んじゃえば。
Roku?
つけた。これが黄金鏡への鍵。
Dun.
それが黄金鏡への。
Okay, you gonna
私たちの子供の頃
fucking
からの夢。
clue us in? Or are you just gonna keep talking?
その鍵を刺す鍵穴はあ
You
そ
know,
こしかない。
around the issue.
生贄に捧げるのはきっとあれ。もうわかるよ。
Nope. Well then. situation. As in someone taking over the headship, mayhaps. But we will find out next time on the next episode of Umineko. Aren't I so good to you guys? Look, and it was smart of me to do it a double parter, because even this one would have been under an hour, but together, they're almost 2 hours. Wow, look at that. Once again, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. See you all next time for the next episode of Umineko, where we might find out what Ava found out, I hope, because they were really going in deep about something. Anyway, hope to see you guys all then. Catch you later. Bye. Mwah.